What's up, everybody? MXT here today. I'm playing none other than Doki Literature Club Plus. That's right. Today we're going to be going through Understanding Part 1. Look at how beautiful this thumbnail. And if you missed Part 1 of Respect, I suggest you go check it out. It's good. And without further ado, let's get into this. So you have Trust 1, Trust 2. So now we're over here. Yeah, let's get into this. The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monica and Sayori to turn their heads. Okay. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. Who can it be? A face that seems familiar. Hey, Yori! Yay, Yori! Sayori and Monica are surprised without doubt. Sayori's eyes widen, recognizing the girls. She very conspicuously mouthed to Monica, "It's her, it's the girl. It's true, the girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayori had come across reading alone in a classroom. Thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she's found her way to the club. Are you here for the literature club by any chance?" Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please, come in. Well, alright. The girl fully steps in the door, but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sayori continues to fail, containing her excitement. It's happening. Oh my gosh. Sayori is so happy. We got a new member, guys, to the literature club. Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming. Sorry it's a little empty. I'm Monica and this is Sayori, and we run the literature club, even though it's just us so far. But what's your name, by the way? I'd like to join your club. Oh, right. Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough. Everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough. Oh, do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down. So what's your name? Yuri? I'm Sayori, and this is Monica. Sayori, I already know. Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Like books? Yuri looks at Monica. Fantasy is cool. Yes, have you heard of Annabelle Dupont? Ah, I can't say I have. Oh, well, she's my favorite author. Am I on her fifth book and it's just... I'm on her fifth book and it's just Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her chest, against her cheeks in joy. You can borrow my books, I wouldn't mind. You're really in for an incredible experience. Monica stampers, caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Sayori, silently asking for her help. I'd love to. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great. I am so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so dumb. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you. You probably only need to bring one for now. Sayori nervously says that nothing to herself, the concernable heftness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk. True. Okay, I'll go get the first one then. Yuri exits the classroom in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayori silently exchanging glances. Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have like no experience with fantasy except maybe stuff that I read when I was a kid. But that's probably like a joke compared to what she's into. I'm sure it'll be okay. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other. Absolutely, and without a doubt. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is her only interest? Doesn't it kind of seem like that? Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic? We have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. Absolutely. I'm excited to get to know her more. Aren't you? Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I just got really anxious all of a sudden. It's because you're afraid of not being able to talk, to take the lead. What the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Yay, that's exactly what I want to do. Besides, Sayori lowers her voice. I'm probably gonna need all the time I can get. She taps her fingers against the dumpy, chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. I don't know what dumpy... Somebody help me over here if anybody knows what this is. Put it in a comment. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return. Yuri is back. I'm back. Her breast is slightly heavy, which combined with her short time gone indicates she may have ran at least part of the way. That would be interesting to see Yuri run, as a matter of fact. She makes her way back over to Sayori and sets the book down on her desk. Just as Sayori feared, the book Yuri brought for her is just about equal in size to the one already on Yuri's desk. Oh my goodness. Yuri loves to read. Absolutely. Well, there are probably a few things you would know before getting started on it. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe. So going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. Yuri be all tripping like, this book is going to take me 1 year to read. Sayori nervously interjects. Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. You know, I think like if we're gonna be reading together, then I would like that. From across the room, Monica smiles and nods to Sayori while Yuri isn't looking. Oh, okay. Yuri sits down, then looks at her book, then glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. So, what made you decide you wanted to join the club? Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club, but that's my fault since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I only found out because Yuri glances over at Monica. Monica? Monica came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkened and she shook her head at herself. I was so dumb. I got too nervous and couldn't even look up, so she walked away. So she walked out. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was. But I decided that that was probably irrational. Wait! What was that, Monica? Monica interjects like, what, girl? No, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just walked out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by. Yuri exhales and relieves. I always seem to interrupt things as the worst possible scenario. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reasons too. Yuri? What other reasons, girl? Such as there being too many people. Okay. Not that I mind that much, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. So it's actually amazing that it's just the two of us. Just the two of us. Absolutely. I definitely came at the right time. Ooh, that makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I've never really had the privilege of sharing my intents with others before. Intense, ridiculous, it says interest. Yay! It's so hard to find others who are into the same things I am, except online. So I thought the literature club would be I'm having trouble over here. Somebody help me. So I thought the literature club would be provided a chance for me to do that. What kind of other things are you into? Like genres? I don't know. Just anything, even if it's not literature. Oh, just things you would think are dumb. Sayuri pauses, a look of concern on her face. How about I'll tell you about something I'm into, and then you can tell me about something you're into. I suppose that would be okay. Okay, well, I'm pretty into crafty things, like making cute little collages or decorating things like cards or jewelry, boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends. But when I put it off till the last minute, so yeah, that's something kind of silly that I'm into. You sound quite creative. Not that much. It's just that you'd be surprised by how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff. Yeah, it does sound very creative. So I have to share something that I'm into now, right? That's right, Sayuri. Yuri. Sayuri nods. Well, I guess I'm into nature. I love nature. Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club. No, you're not. You're stuck here with me now. I'm not. Oh, yeah. Well, I hereby appoint you as Vice President of the Literature Club. Yes, y'all. Sayuri just made Vice President of the Literature Club. Congratulations. There, now you're stuck with me. Hey, don't give me responsibilities. Oh, yeah. Remember, guys, the higher position you get in any organization, whether it be charitable business or just a club, you will have responsibilities. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having gotten cut off. I like going out into the woods or to the park, just places where you can walk or sit and not have any people around. Yuri likes to be kind of a loner type thing. It's peaceful, just nice to kind of remove yourself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate automatically for a while. When do you like to do that? It just depends on my mood. After school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it, I feel like I would never have the time to do something like that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do if you don't let it slip through your fingers. Yeah, that's true. If we organize ourselves, then we can go ahead and accomplish quite a bit. But in the same token, don't overdo it. Don't overfill your day. I mean, you won't be able to enjoy the finer things in life, which is also nature. The three continue their conversation, led primarily by Sayori. Oh, Sayori stepping up without doubt. But when Monica chiming in every now and then as well. Monica had intended to leave it to Sayori and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, it looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So are you two going to be starting on the book the next club meeting? That's the plan. I'm so excited. Sayori beams. Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Sayori and Monica with a gentle smile. Bye! As Yuri exits, Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monica are left in the classroom. Sayori, you are a lifesaver. I didn't do anything. I just talked. Still, besides, it's really lifted my mood. It feels really nice when I can put my energy towards other people like that. Yeah, Sayori does love to share her excitement, her enthusiasm, and that's great with others. She was really excited to be included. You know, it made me happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here with you engaging her. How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting? Hey, Rafa Game, what's up, my brother? Always so good to see you. Rafa states, Sayori and Monica, my two favorite gals. Absolutely. I'm kind of scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to. Well, all right. Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the classroom, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayori in the classroom. I'm surprised too. It's club time again. Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay? Okay, so Monica in the computer lab. Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. I'm sorry about yesterday. Huh? Sayori tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri is talking about. Well, I mean, the way I got overly excited to share my books and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. I was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club. So, Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. Well, in all fairness, Sayori and Yuri were both excited. I mean, it's a cool club. So far, all three girls are excited and wonderful, without doubt. Well, still, I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it. Oh? Why? Because I know that you were just humoring me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly interested. But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try so hard to entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretched between the two of them. Well, the thing is, we don't even have any club activities yet. I mean, Monica and I have just been working on recruitment stuff mostly. So it just sounded like something fun that we could do together, reading your books. You know, like as a club activity. That would be okay, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? It's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here. Sayori pulls her desk up against Yuri and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayori reads the cover of the book. Dust Bell, Part 1 of the Everlast Saga. It's Dust Bell by Annabelle. Sorry, I'm ready now. Oh, right, I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. Wait, how come you need paper? Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timeline, family trees, or just for taking notes. Notes? Sayori, oh my goodness, that's it. Yes, that's an effective strategy. Exactly. I'm sure it will be especially helpful for everyone new to the genre. Sayori's joke flew completely over Yuri's head. But thinking about it, she decided that it's probably for the best that it did. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to help make it as acceptable as possible. I trust you. You're like super smart. Oh, please, girl. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. Absolutely, you deserve it, girl. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in the things I have a lot of experience with. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. That should be evident enough from the 2 days I spent here so far. Well, we all have our strengths and our weaknesses, guys. As long as we're always working diligently on our weaknesses, there will always be progress. And progress is the meaning of life. That's right. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart, especially you. No! Sayori rubs her shoulder against Yuri. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. Now, guys, if you guys haven't seen the previous parts of this, there are some phenomenal touchy moments where Sayori and Monica give each other hugs during the time they were reading. I mean, it is so nice. They're playing nice, guys. Anyway, would you like to get started? Okay. After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activities. Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world her story takes place in. Now, speaking of fantasy world, no, guys, I'm not talking about my life. Oh my God, no. I did try to read a book, and it was pertaining to a whole world, a whole fantasy world of animals having the personification of humans. So I proceeded to try to read the book, only to find myself bewildered. Yes, like a hiker getting lost, you know. I found myself like, what? And now that I read how Yuri was suggesting to Sayori to get a sheet of paper and a pen or whatnot, so you can jot down the family tree and all that, it makes sense to me now, you see. Now, I did not proceed to read that book because I got lost, but now I learned something. And that right there counts, guys. Yuri begins, okay. The more of it she details, the race, factions, history, elements of magic, oh my goodness, the more questions Sayori seems to have. This also reminds me of those games, the RPG games. You know, I see them, they look phenomenal, but then what keeps me away is that element of magic, as they say. You know, the mechanics of the games and how it is. But maybe one day I'll give them a go and try. I was thinking about Persona 5, guys. I mean, I've seen that and it looks pretty sweet. But we'll see what happens. But despite Sayori's expectations, Yuri elegantly guides her through it in a way such that it's fun to follow along. He quaintly guides. I'm not gonna pretend like I heard that word before. It becomes evident that the world building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is one that Yuri finds her passion learning towards. That's awesome. She's really into that. I guess we can relate to Yuri's love of the book and the passion of the story and whatnot, like we as gamers, you know, enjoy certain games. Not all games, guys, don't even get me started, but there are some that do reach the inner depths of our hearts. Not with that mushy stuff. Get out of here, guys. There's just too much pink on the screen, man. I'm getting all mushy over here, son. Oh man, oh. How do people come up with this stuff? It's like the opposite of the kind of writing that I do. It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do. That's right. Yuri does write. I'm sorry, not Yuri. Yuri does write poems. What kind of writing? Oh, like poetry and stuff like that. The things I write are like just putting down the feelings that come into my head, you know. But this is like, there must be so much planning and hard work. Ah, you're into poetry. I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written works, like poetry and folk songs. No way! Yuri giggles, filling Sayori's heart with happiness when she realizes it's the first time she's heard Yuri laugh. It means Yuri must be having fun, without doubt. Anyways, I think we can get started reading now, if you're ready. Okay, but I can't read very fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. Patience is definitely something that is very crucial and important in day-to-day life, absolutely. I see. Sayori jots Yuri is patient into her notes. Hey, that's cool. Hey, that's for the book. I'm just kidding. But I'm kind of glad you're patient because I need that sometimes. A lot of times. Sayori flips through the first few pages of the book, getting past the table of contents. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as the two of them begin to read. But the silence only lasts for a moment before Sayori speaks up again. What does vindictive mean? Ah, well, in this context, it essentially means that he was proven innocent. It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Sayori turns the page. Are these footnotes? A lot of the dialogue has cultural references that require explanation to be understood. The two continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, their expressions have been reversed, with Sayori easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned. Wait, are they talking about the past right now or the present? Where? Right here. They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Burns is having, but they didn't tell me that. It's implied from the context. Sayori rubs her temples. The two of them continue, with Sayori asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value in the notes, as she finds herself referring to them somewhat often and even adding to them. But her reduction in question comes not from her getting used to the reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as ignorant. Oh my goodness, girl. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to drink some water. At last, Sayori reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now. Okay. Sayori takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gotten through so far. So what are your thoughts up to this point? Sayori tries to find words. Am I doing well so far? I'm not sure I understand. Well, I don't know. When it takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how into it you get. It makes me want to keep going and to keep doing my best so I can see it in the way that you do. Okay. The relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses, then shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow. But I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore. That's all. I'm sorry that I made you. No. Yuri, girl, you misunderstand. Yuri leaves. Oh no. You weren't making me. Sayori is left alone with her words. How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something dumb and hurt her. I should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Monica's trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at and I still messed it up. What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Sayori stares blankly at her desk, spread with notes. The book sits next to them. Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left the book here, right? Unless she just forgot to take it with her. This is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Oh my goodness, dilemmas. Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough. Oh my goodness. These girls, they're overthinking too much. Both of them, Sayori and Yuri, are phenomenal girls. They don't need to go through this. I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, oh, Sayori, come on, girl, she would be having so much more fun. I need to do better for her. Well, alright, guys, that right there was a misunderstanding. Both of these girls need to touch base again and give it another go. They're barely getting to know each other, you know? Now, as I can see right here, we got more music and pictures. Let's check out the pictures. Yes, yes, y'all. Look what we got now. So sweet. It's so cool. Set as wallpaper. Absolutely. And why not? All right. What else do we got? Nice. Okay, looks like we got one, but we're getting there, guys. In addition, we got new music right here. Candy Hearts, Hug Energy, Dove, Lavender Mist. I want to check out Lavender Mist. Let's check this out, guys. Oh man, that is so nice. I'm really liking the soundtrack a lot. Now we got a little bubble here. Wonder what that's about. Okay, so we're here. That's right. All right, guys. With that, I conclude. And tomorrow, which is mañana, guys, I will play Understanding Part 2, guys, because I need to know what happened. I mean, everything was going well. Well, all right, guys. With that, I conclude. Much love and respect to each and every one of you.